All right, let us begin. Hello everyone and welcome to a new video. Fresh into 2022, we're just trying to tick off everything at the start because that's what you got to do when you're on the grind. You just got to get everything done. So if you have not met me before, then hello, my name is Nick and this is a space where we discuss gear talk as well as photography and videography related content as well as adventures when and where I am able to. But if you are into all that stuff, then why not consider subscribing to get this channel out there and to help me help you get the word out and spread this positive energy that we are trying to create here. So let us begin. We will start at the front and I'm going to talk about what I'm recording you on right here, and then we will get into the bag itself. So to begin with, I am filming on the Sony a6400 paired with the Tamron 17-70 f2.8, and recording everything is a Rode Video Micro, and I find that to be a fantastic little microphone, especially for travel and for keeping everything as small and compact as possible in a bag like this, but without sacrificing any of the audio quality. Now on top of this, I have got the three-legged Things Punks tripod. I've had it for a few years and it's been absolutely fine. It's a fantastic little travel tripod, but it's also sturdy enough to be used in professional situations. Now, getting into the bag, this is just an Amazon special bag because I'm of the firm belief that if the gear facilitates a need and does that well, then there is no need to really upgrade. And as for the bag, this bag is not going to make me any better. It just holds all the gear, so I'd rather invest in the gear as opposed to the thing that's holding it, especially if I'm just going on holidays here and there. But we're going to see, because at the end of August I'm going off to Mongolia for a month and I don't know how this bag's going to go over there, but I guess we're going to find out. And on top of that, at the end of the month of January, I'm going to be going to Tasmania for about 3 weeks and I will be taking this, so that is going to test the limits of what this thing is actually capable of. But we'll get there, as we always do. So, jumping into the bag itself. Now, as you can see right here, we have at the bottom space for my secondary camera, which is where I chuck the a6400. At the moment, it's just holding the drone controller, but that normally goes in the front of the bag. At the top, we also have the Sony a7 IV, and next to that, we have the batteries, which I made that little box, and they hold the a6400 batteries. Down the bottom is the DJI Air 2S drone, and to the left of this is where I hold the batteries for the a7 IV plus the 2 drone batteries, and on top is just a zoom lens. Now, when I have the luxury of bringing a secondary camera, I will always do that, but for the most part, that bottom area would probably just hold another lens, so I would probably put the Tamron 17-28mm down there, because if I am on a bigger adventure than just a little holiday, then I'm not going to be bringing 2 cameras with me because it wouldn't make sense. I would just use the a7 IV for everything. But nonetheless, let us pull everything out. So down the bottom is the DJI Air 2S, and I've had this for about, I don't even know, maybe 6 months or something. And I started off with the DJI Mavic Mini, but I unfortunately lost that to the depths of the ocean because I was being dumb. And straight afterwards, I bought this drone. And I will say that the learning curve coming from the little drone to this has been exponential. I didn't think it would be. I thought I'd learn the majority of everything on that little drone, but the photography that I was getting out of the Mini was something like this that you're seeing on the screen right now, which initially I thought was fantastic and amazing, as you always do when you get your first drone. And since buying this, it has transformed to these type of examples, which comparatively are, in my opinion, humble opinion, exponentially better than what was coming out of the Mini, because of the fact that you have so much more control over all aspects of your flight and film and video. So that's that, DJI Air 2S, something that, providing I don't lose it, which I don't have any intention of doing, is going to be sticking around for a very, very long time because it fits the bill. The controller, it's cumbersome, but it is a very nice, comfortable controller to use, and I've never had an issue with it. I will talk about these little boxes because people talk about gear, but they never talk about the little things like this. So I made this box, if you can see. There we go. I made this box. It's a little piece of cardboard, and it just holds all the batteries for my Sony a6400 right here. It is more or less perfect. It just slips in. It's very compact. Holds 4 batteries for me because that's how I designed it, and I've had that like that for years. Zero issues. Batteries for the drone fit in there, which is good because you need 2 batteries with you. And this is the spare box that I bought, the spare Sony FZ100 battery for the A7 IV. But inside I have 3 batteries because 2 of them are Neewer batteries that you just buy off Amazon, and they're actually really good. I didn't think they'd be. I thought they were going to be like cheap knockoff batteries that you use when you absolutely have to, but they hold charge really well and they don't deplete really fast. Like the cells actually seem to be really good, so I would recommend them. Oddly enough, didn't think I would. Tamron 28200. I bought this because it is as compact as it is. It's probably as compact as all my other lenses, but the fact that you can zoom out to 200mm and it is so ridiculously sharp for photography, especially landscape photography, which I love doing. This lens is an absolute must. I bring this with me everywhere. Even if I'm not sure I'm going to use it, it's coming with me. I don't ever, ever, ever leave that behind. And next is the massive camera that is probably way too much for what I actually need, but what I'll get from having this camera is years and years of exponential growth and experience, and that is the Sony a7 IV. I've had this for about a month, and I can say that it has ticked every single box that I expected it to tick. It is by far and wide the best camera I could have ever expected to purchase. Now with this, I brought the Tamron 28-75G2. I didn't want to buy one of these. I really did not want to buy effectively 24-70mm lens because I wanted to try and avoid that. I thought if I get a nice 85 and have this 28-200 that it would be enough, but from looking around at all the metadata in my photos, I really used between 35mm and 65mm a hell of a lot. So I thought, well, I can't really avoid it. I'm gonna have to buy one because I found I can't really live without one, as annoying as that is. But I will say that this lens has been absolutely fantastic. It is extremely versatile, and I wouldn't even class this as a budget lens anymore. Even though it's cheaper than obviously a G Master, it is ridiculously good, and the build quality is just phenomenal, especially for 1,500 Australian dollars, which is that price in US dollars. But yeah, that's basically my everyday lens, and this is the lens that I'm going to be taking with me this year over to Mongolia because I will be able to create some really nice cinematic films and shots with it because of the fact that it's a constant f2.8, and that's another reason why I got it, because it's not a variable aperture lens. Alright, we've come to the end, I promise. I hope you've enjoyed this. If you have, then let me know down here with a comment, like is there anything in the gear bag that you want to know more about, because I will answer them if you just let me know what you think. And also, if you give this channel a like, or the video a like, not the channel, if you like the video, that would be massively appreciated. And if you want to see more gear related talk and adventures and all that fun stuff, then consider subscribing because it helps me out and just pushes all this content out all more to the rest of the world and all the far reaches that we can get to, and that is only a good thing. Alright, have a lovely day wherever you are watching this from, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.